Welcome to Art Focus. I'm Andrea Quiros-Gyra with the Office of Cultural Affairs. Art Focus is a monthly program where we talk to our wonderful local arts and cultural organizations. And today is my guest Josie from the Zipper Fest. This is a new event. Very excited to hear about it. So, for those who aren't familiar with the Zipper Fest and with the Arcade District, can you kind of give us a brief overview of who you are, what you do, who you're not?
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
The Zipper Festival is a craft and arts festival that myself and two other women started. Last year was our first year, so this is our second year. This year is September 7th from 1 to 7. And we are a nonprofit organization that focuses on combating social isolation and loneliness through bringing people together through interactive art forms. So the festival really has a little bit of everything. So there's music, there'll be performances throughout the day. This year we have a little bit of comedy, which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
There'll be 50 plus vendors in our vendor alley. There will be artists, a few hand-picked local artists that will be doing art installations that are supposed to be interactive. So like encourage people to interact with each other or interact with the art itself. And there'll be community organizations and some other nonprofits too that will be trying to get people to join their clubs and activities. So we really want it to be more of an experience when you go instead of just a arts and craft festival.
Sure. So, so all of this takes place in the Arcade
And
District.
we're hosted by the Arcade District, which if you have not been there before, it is like the 600 block of Faith Street, right next to where Logboat is. It's really fun, new, kind of up and coming area. There's Witches and Wizards Arcade down there. There's a couple really good restaurants, Irene's and Beatbox. 6 Mile Ordinary Distillery has drinks, so it's a really fun area. It's perfect for us, and they have been more than supportive for our festival. We really couldn't have started it up without them.
That's great.
So,
That's great. So I really like the aspect of art is healing.
Yes.
And people don't think about it in that way.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, I'm an artist, but art is my therapy.
Yes.
And it's a way for me to, one, connect with people. I love taking classes and working with other artists, like-minded people. But it also helps me, like if I get frustrated, hammer some things out or torch some things.
For sure. Yeah, I think in times of hardship, the arts are oftentimes the first thing to go, or you think you can't afford it, or but yeah, I agree. I think that it helps people, and it has, I mean, the term art is so loose, really. There has so many forms, but it really makes people feel understood and connected to other people. I think it's very important.
Absolutely.
Especially now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it sounds like the Zipper Fest is going to be a little bit something for everybody.
Yes.
I love the aspect of the interactive art. So are these going to be permanent displays, or
no? They are temporary, site specific. Yeah.
Okay.
They'll be.
Will they be just for that day, or will they stay up for a little bit longer?
Just for that day.
That day. Okay.
Yeah.
So by all means, then everybody needs to go that day
Yes,
and make sure
absolutely.
they participate in some way.
Yes.
Okay. So you mentioned that you're going to have different artists. Are you going to have food trucks available?
Yes.
Or I know you mentioned the restaurants and stuff that are there as well.
I skipped the food trucks, but yes, definitely there will be food trucks and drinks. And Irene's, the restaurants, you can scan a QR code and order right there outside, and then just go and pick up the food and eat it anywhere in the district. It's really,
that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, so you said this is your second festival that you've got. So planning is always fun, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's ramping up right now.
Yeah. So you're probably knee deep in it right now because it's not that far away.
Yeah,
That's hard to
about
believe.
6 weeks, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm already seeing back to school things and and holiday stuff at the stores. It's like, stop, slow down. Okay. So are there sponsorships available for your events?
Yes, absolutely. So our sponsors are wonderful. Big shout out to them. Thank you to them. We could not have done it without them. If I could list them for a second.
Go ahead. Absolutely.
So the Health Neuroscience Center at University of Missouri is a big sponsor of ours. Boone Electric Community Trust this year. The City of Columbia Visitors Bureau and the Office of Cultural Affairs this year. And then we have just a few community member sponsors as well, including Dr. Keith Herman with Missouri Prevention Science Institute at the University of Missouri. Kay and Glenn Darlington and Dr. Tim McGarity with Restoration Eye Care are also sponsors of ours. But
That's
yes, you can. We're always looking for more sponsors. Those are just a few early ones.
Sure.
You can go to our website, which is thezipperfest.com, and click the support tab. And there's also volunteer opportunities as well there.
That's what I was going to say. You know, Columbia is a very philanthropic community, and the events that we have, you know, people are always amazed at the number of people that are willing to come out and help and serve in the community. And so I can only imagine that you too need support to be able to make all those things happen.
Absolutely. They're wonderful. And I am always amazed too that people come out to do that, spend their time. But yes, it's great help. We definitely need it.
Wonderful. So are there any like partnerships that you're interested in doing with people, with other, you know, trying to expand your festival a little bit?
Oh, always, yes. Yeah. So if you are a community organization or just an individual with any idea on how you can contribute, we ask our organizations if they want a booth, or nonprofits we give them for free, the booth for free. But we do ask them to do something interactive. So it can't just be like handing out information, which is wonderful, but you try and engage the people, just because that's the whole vibe.
The point of it,
yeah. But you can always just email us at thezipperfest@gmail.com.
Okay, wonderful.
With any ideas, we're very responsive and open to that for sure, And in the future, so last year we just had it, I don't know if you're familiar with the area, but it was mostly down by the railroad tracks and in Sentinel Park, the stage there. But this year we're going to expand a little bit and close down part of Fay Street. So we'll have a little bit more space, a little bit more vendors. And last year our performers were in between bands on the stage. And this year we're going to have the performers more like in and around the festival, I think, kind of more pop-up flash mob style.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
To just, again, like another aspect of trying to just make it more of an experience.
Sure.
Yeah, because we really do want people to come out of their social isolation or their homes and like come out and get into the art.
Yeah, you know, I think after the pandemic, everybody was ready to get out, but I discovered I'm a little bit more of an introvert than I realized.
Yeah.
And I think people kind of got used to becoming isolated, not intentionally, but just out of safety precautions and everything. And I think a lot of people have kind of stuck in that mode and need to be pulled back out.
Yeah, a little bit for sure. It's not a new thing to be socially isolated or feel lonely. It's been happening for a very long time. But the pandemic kind of made it, now we all know what that feels like, you know, so it's easier to empathize with what that is.
Well, and I think everybody's gone through it to an extent, and I think that gives you a little bit of empathy for somebody that's going through something like that. And recognizable. It made it easier to talk about.
For sure.
It's not so taboo to talk about those things.
That is part of what we're trying to do too, is just bring awareness to it.
Yeah.
You know, the Surgeon General last year came out and declared it a public health crisis and calling it an epidemic. So, and we know that it has the outcomes are poor mental and physical health conditions. So, I think we're just really trying to address that.
Well, I appreciate that. I think that's fabulous. And not only putting on a festival, I know that's hard, but it's fun and rewarding. And congratulations on that and your success of 1 year. And I look forward to seeing what the second year brings in future festivals. But doing that and then combining it with your mission, I really think is a fabulous thing, and I love that about you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you
We're
for doing
trying our hardest. Yes.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is fun. That's my favorite part of the whole thing, is really getting out, and I get to meet with all different, art
people.
Gallery, directors and art department directors, and it's been really, really fun.
Absolutely.
It's good for my social isolation.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Selfishly, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's whatever way you can gain, to move forward. Is there anything else you want to share about the program?
I was going to just say, so there's still time to apply. The deadline for vendors is next Saturday, the 27th. So get on the website and apply. We're accepting food vendors still, and like I said, any ideas that people have to be interactive or collaborate with us, we're willing to discuss. So there's still time for that. And I was going to plug our, we have a featured artist this year is Michelle Markham with Art Chica Markham. She is doing the poster and t-shirt design for the zipper this year. So if you're an Art Chica fan, you come out and get her newest design. We're excited about that.
That's awesome. I love that. So is this a theme that you're going to do every year?
I think so, yeah.
So?
Choose a different, featured artist, to make a different design for us. It's fun.
That's fun. I like that.
Yeah.
Fun. Maybe you can even add some little murals.
Oh, that would
build on that every year.
Lovely, yes.
Yeah.
There's the arcade district down there is expanding all the time. There's new things. So.
Yeah, that area is really growing. It's fun to watch. I love seeing what North Village is doing. I'm super excited about the park down there.
Yeah.
And I love seeing what's happening at the arcade district. In fact, I'm going to Irene's for dinner tomorrow night.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so I'm looking
delicious.
forward to that. Yeah. So, well, again, thank you for everything that you're doing, and I look forward to attending the festival. And
good.
And maybe we'll have you back here next year so you can tell us a little bit more about what's going to be on the next one.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely. I'll look for you there.
Wonderful.
Thank you.